Yeah, the parents are up. Rob's playing David. There's Lewis and Phil. Okay, looks like the stream's gone back up. Just while I wait for the next game, I'll go through some of the standings. Obviously, Alan Simmons has won the BMSC, or the game to spare. He's on 90 wins, 5 losses. He's 2 clear of Rob and David. That's Rob Robinsky and David Koenig, who are both on 17 wins. They'll play each other for second. Fourth place is Lewis on 16 and 8, and Phil on 15. They're playing probably for fourth, but there's a slight chance that Neil Scott could overtake them both if Neil wins by 200 plus and Phil only wins marginally. Phil has to beat Lewis by at least 8 points to overtake him on spread. Prizes are for the top 5. So Alan's the winner. He's won £800. Second's 400. Third's 250. Fourth 150. Fifth is 100. There are 2 B and C. A, B, and AC ratings prize. So 1 for each category. They're 75, and there's also overall ratings performance, which is also 75. Provisionally, from 4 rounds ago, Peter Thorpe was winning the ratings performance. For B's ratings prize, Chris Vickery is leading that at the moment, but he could also get caught by Colin Northmore or Femi. With a C ratings prize, it looks like going quite a fair bit down. Matthew Pinner is leading the C ratings prize. He could get caught by Sue Tembley and nobody else. Players are just sitting down now. So yeah, it's going to be the battle for second that we're going to see. It's going to be Rob Robinsky playing David Koenig. Rob's going to start. So yeah, they're just destroying Alan's winning board now. Yeah, there's a bit of superstition being discussed here by the... So yeah, Amy's just making some announcements. It sounds like I think she may have just announced Alan was the winner. It was a round of applause anyway. I'm not sure what it was exactly. Yep, there goes the Let's Play Scrabble, so should be starting shortly. Okay, so we're just about to cut to Quackle. So yeah, just while we're waiting for Quackle to show up, can hear the announcement of 82. So it looks like a bonus has gone straight down. Another bonus straight back for 70. Yeah, I'm just going to have to refresh here. My feed's stuck. Okay, so we're back up now. So yeah, 3 bonuses off crowbar, mismarks, trefoils. Well, there's a few options with trefoils. You could have played Floriest as well. Floriest may have been a little bit safer, I think. Trouble with trefoils is it sets up a nice hotspot for the Z or the J. So yeah, after trefoils, that was the problem with it. David's got Joe down, but Dojo would have been better, but it's a big score anyway. First non-bonus, but still 52 points. So yeah, with this rack looking for bonuses, obviously. Don't see anything yet. So obviously a promising rack. The duplicates aren't helping a great deal. Oh yeah, yeah. There's one there. Yeah, I can see one through the T. Oh, and M1's nice as well. Pen names. But yeah, pen names is the best one. Much safer. So it's a 108 point lead now, and yeah, pen names a lot safer. Keeps things more contained, and also scored another 2 points. So yeah, David's quite a clunky-ish rack, but he's got potential there with the ED. And obviously the X is going to fit nicely. The obvious thing is Hawks to C5. Let's see if there's anything else. There's Hawks as well, but if you want to open from J3 or even K5, you could play Hawks there. But yeah, Hawks C5 looks the obvious choice. You don't want to be chasing too much trying to open at this stage. A lot of the time the game just opens up naturally. But yeah, there's a few options. Dixie as well from H5. Neater, but it's probably Hawks is still, I think, better than all of those. It's also Gox actually. Gox might be a little bit better because the H goes quite nicely on this board. Yeah, Hawks goes down for David. 48 points. Brings him back within 60. And welcome sight for Rob, who's already started with 3 bonuses. He's got another blank. So he's got a last blank and a 60-point lead. It's looking pretty good right now. Don't see anything obvious yet, bonus-wise, but it's become a little bit awkward for this sort of rack, particularly. But there should be plenty of scoring options. He's got underneath Hawks. the H scores well on this board, as I just said last turn. You've got a few choices if you can't spot if there's no bonuses available. So yeah, Toho and that sort of thing, yeah. You're probably looking to try and get rid of the V, but I don't see anything obvious with the T. And yours don't really go with it either. So yeah, Toho and things like that looking the most obvious thing at the moment. Yeah, Toho comes out best. Yeah, I was wondering about Shivu. I would never play it, but it's quite a cool word to play. So yeah, it looks like Rob's played Toho for that too. So, yeah, David got a, again, promising rack, but you don't want 2 Gs too high, so they're the obvious things to get rid of here. Not seeing anything fantastic. There's G-I-E-D. Yeah, 12 immediately springs to mind. You'd probably be looking to play off the L at H11 and open things up a bit. Not seeing anything fantastic there yet. There's the H1 to play down there, and that would help, again, open the board up a little bit. Yeah, Cracker likes G'd. Oh, Liggy's quite nice. L-I-G-G-E. Leaving the I-N back. It's quite a nice play. So yeah, it looks like David's gone to play Giga to open things up a bit. And leaving himself the ING combination with the floating G. Which makes it... it's a fairly obvious thing to try and obscure, but it's not necessarily going to be the right thing to do, because you might sacrifice a lot of points trying to block that G by playing something through the I, so... But with this rack, he's got more options, really. Be looking for a bonus first of all, of course. Not really seen anything bonus-wise. It's an obvious sort of thing. There's obvious players to sort of play off Devo and things like that. J3. But you're probably being inclined to play through the I or onto the N in pen names. Yeah, Quacker likes some more open, aggressive players. I don't think any human player would play Avoid from K3, for instance. It wouldn't surprise me if he played Vin F2 or Van or Void F2 across, things like that. Devo's not bad though, I think, to create the T hook. J3. Leaves your T for divot. It means you don't need to burn the blank as an S to hook crowbars or play through the G or whatever. And the Devo and divot come out reasonably equal, but even though there's a floating T available, you probably want to play Devo just in case you play divot and your opponent gets a big S play in the triple line. Or can divot, maybe with a Q or something. So yeah, I mean, there's really two players. I mean, with these both being North American players, maybe a little bit more inclined to be more conservative. Whereas I can think of particularly, well, British players and Asian players, people who are more used to CSW, maybe more of aggressive thinking, but it obviously varies between individuals. So when you're nearly 80 points up and you've got the blank, there's nothing particularly wrong with playing something like Lovat. That's your style, because you have got the blank ultimately. So yeah, David's playing fairly quickly so far. Often happens with and a lot of bonuses to start off with. Rob just has the 13 minutes left. Interesting. So Rob's played, I think that, as I say, that's quite a North American style player, really. Vidiot. Vidiot actually a new word to CSW. I've had people play Vidiot on me before when it was invalid, but it was still in Oxford. So I knew it for Countdown and things like that. But yeah, Vidiot's only been added into Scrabble this past year. So yeah, Vidiot only scores 14 and leaves you a bit vulnerable to picking up random rubbish. But it does block the ING possibilities, which David was hoping for. He's not got anything, but as it happens, he didn't pick anything up for it. So he's got things like Induce on the top right hand corner, just score and open. Probably not. No, I've already made that up. Yeah, just Induce, really. There's Uniced, whatever that is. UNICE. Oh, uniced, sorry. Uniced, which is a new word meaning not iced. Yeah, don't think I'll ever be using that one again. So yeah, Induce goes down. Pretty straightforward again. And we have... So yeah, not a brilliant pickup, but it could have been a lot worse. He left himself open to picking up some random rubbish, like having 5-6 vowels or load of U's and grotty rubbish. You really want to try and limit the volatility. Really, when you already have the blank, there's not much. You can't really pick up anything you really that's going to really help you. Whereas if you have the Q, for instance, and you don't have anywhere to play it, as you turn over, then you pick up something like a U or an I. Then turnover becomes a lot more useful. But in that situation with the blank, I don't like the volatility of playing off 5 tiles. But so yeah, there wasn't anything to think. There's FAR, far. Was 37. Reasonable score. Yeah, that's what's being played, so again, fairly straightforward. Comes up a little bit, but not really, because the S hook already available with crowbar, so it doesn't really open anything. It prevents your opponent playing something from A12 and then open up another line, which is a lot easier than just having an S on your rack. So yeah, nothing particularly fantastic again. I don't think there's any bonuses here, but obviously pretty close. Yeah, Koenig's gone down. That's a nice play because it opens up 2 lanes either side of the Y. So pretty much, obviously, if you play an O in O6, then that obviously kills the line to the left, but obviously an E or an A, even a U, is not going to shut off the left-hand side. So David's done a good job of keeping the board open, but unfortunately Rob's done a bad job of picking up the bonus, even though it's a pretty horrible looking rack. He's got a few options, unwound and upwound. So yeah, that's gone down pretty fast. And the big 1-4-3 lead now. And pretty nice looking rack for David, but unfortunately that bonus has killed things a little bit. So he's looking through the T. There's epilates, but it doesn't fit. Yeah, there's a big sigh there. Not surprised. It's looking pretty grim here. Yeah, and this rack you really want to try to score, but and not get even further behind, because ultimately you're going to need 2 bonuses here, and you need another lane, but you don't want to give a big 50-point play back. So rail is a bit speculative, and again it relies on that's the sort of move Quackle would make, because Quackle's too stupid to leave the triple to close the triple down. So, but I think things like P, fair enough. Rye, where's he played that? REI. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't like that because you've already got that open, but I think P is reasonable. But it's all pretty desperate, really. P's the best in terms of actual equity as score valuation rather than win percentage. You know, this sort of stage, when you've got fractions of a percent win percentage, the win percentage is pretty misleading anyway. So I think P, pair I, which is quite nice. That's C9. That comes out pretty close behind P, making Afar. That's quite a nice spot if you could find it. And that takes an S as well, so it's another potential lane. But again, it's taking the T out, so 6 and 2 3s really. It's looking really unlikely that you're going to get 2 bonuses on this board because there's no S to come, so once you've hooked crowbar, jaws, it's pretty dead really. Once your opponent plays next to it and seals it off. Even P, I mean, I do like P is the best sort of general equity play, but it does obscure AU. It gives another spot, but that other spot, if you play off crowbars, then that spot is useless, whereas YU would stay open even if you play along from K8. So, yeah, nothing particularly brilliant in that play, unfortunately. Nothing much you can do that ticks all the boxes. So it's a bit more of a clunky rack. With a rack like this, you might be tempted to maybe take that L5 lane and obscure crowbars, just because you have so few options to score. You could probably play, I mean, but 13B, making Eft and Fat. That's pretty. That scores a lot better, but gives an opening which is easier to access. So it depends how you want it. Again, a North American player, I would expect more to play some sort of blocky player here, and a more aggressive player would generally play Grit. But Rob's played Butts. First glance, not seeing anything yet. Oh, interesting. Rob actually played Bit, not But, so he's kept the U back in case he picks the Q, which is fair enough. But probably one of the ways you could lose is by getting bogged down, gets hit with a big bonus, and gets stuck with the Q at the end. That would be one very long odds way of losing. You're pretty much just trying to cover worst case scenarios at this point, because apart from you're always going to win in this with this sort of advantage. Yeah, it's just said. David just said symbolic play there. So yeah, Fate's gone down. Again, definitely reasonable. He's got to open up a second good line. Unfortunately, Rob has the D to get a big score off it. I don't think it'll be long before Leicester goes down here. Yeah, I just said you had to have it there. So yeah, Lay's gone down, and again that's probably a big margin with only We're down to 7 in the bag now, so that's pretty much curtains for David. He has got the bonus back, fortunately, but so yeah, Sital's gone down. They're not hanging around it now because they know the game's pretty much over. So it looks like Rob's going to take the second place here, and it's I think £400 for a second, and third place he might varies on other results. So have a quick look. So yeah, Rob's going to obviously win this and get second place. David would go down to fourth if Lewis wins. If not, he would stay in third. So yeah, this is again fairly all like academic at this point. I guess be looking to try and make sure that David's stuck with a cue, which it probably looks like he is anyway, unless there's an obvious high spot anywhere. Yeah, just one there. There must be somewhere. Oh, Quat, obviously. So yeah, he's not going to get stuck with a queue. There's no really real value in forcing David to play Quat. So yeah, they're just looking for a quick out in two, really. Looks like he's left Grob's left airy there, but it looks like it can be blocked. Yeah. So any sort of play in that bottom right hand corner probably blocks the out. Unless there's some, well, maybe there's an airy somewhere else I haven't seen. I mean, with airy, I mean, you could split that and score reasonably well anyway. So. But at this point, you pretty much just want to get the game over, really. Mm. Yeah, there's a fair bit of coughing and swearing going on at the moment. Oh yeah, there's the other airy out. Well, there's still enough value there to block the airy that scores 14. Easiest scores 8. It's worth playing Envy and so on because you just playing the queue. Playing Envy actually dumps as many points off your rack as playing Envy, so and Envy has the dual benefit of reducing Robs out by 6 points. So yeah, just while we're waiting for the final rites to be performed here, I'll just give a quick mention to the World Youth Championship, WYSC, World Youth Scrabble Championships, where UAE, or United Arab Emirates, Sanchit Kapoor won with a game to spare, so we'll give him a quick big congrats and shout out to him for winning that title over in Lille. So there we go. Any and then airy, all academic. Bit more maths work for 17 tiles on David's rack. Yeah, they just discussed something about trefoils earlier, about or if he took another 5 seconds, he would have realised Florius does much better. Also obscured the crowbar issue. But it's one of those things that doesn't actually make much difference, just the way the game plays out.
So this will end our stream from the BMSC this year.
Hey, Rob and I started it and ended it.
That's pretty awesome. Dave's just mentioned that both he and Rob started the first game. Well, the first game of the early bird was the final game of the early bird was the first one that I streamed, and they seem to have finished off battling for second place at the end of the main event. So yeah. Obviously, congrats to Alan, and congrats to Sanchit as well for winning the WISC. I do know him pretty well because I know him from ISC and when I met him when I was playing at the WISC, and I'm going to say this bluntly, if he didn't win, he would be beating himself up for weeks. It's the kind of person he is. But you know what, I hope he's glad he won it. And you know, I'll be messaging him later on ISC. Of course, congrats to Rob as well for winning this game and finishing second. And congrats in advance to all the prize winners when the results eventually come in. So I will keep the stream alive for maybe another couple of minutes just to round it off. And I hope to see all of you viewers watching my stream next year when the BMSC is back on. Hopefully I'll get asked to do this again, because it's been fun. So enjoy the rest of your Monday, your bank holiday Monday, and I will see you soon.